Last week we didn't have time to get to the difference quotient, and I posted the solutions for you, but I wanted to go over it in detail with you since I'm not able to be with you in class today, as you can hear. So let's have a quick look at example 8 on the difference quotient. It's the only example we skipped. So he said let f of x be the function 3x squared minus 4, and we wanted to find the difference quotient, which was f of x plus h minus f of x all divided by 8. Our approach is going to be to break it up into pieces. So let's start with finding f of x plus h first. So if we find f of, and I'm going to put the x plus h in green, because what we want to see is everywhere where we had to plug in x plus h. So everywhere we have an x in our function, we need to instead plug in x plus h. So we had 3, and then we had x squared. So now we really have replaced our x with x plus h. So we'll have x plus h now, quantity squared. And then we'll have our minus 4. So where we have to go from here now is we have to say that this is 3 times x plus h times x plus h. And then minus 4. Don't forget that minus 4. That's usually what gets left off, is we'll forget that because we'll be so focused on making sure we're plugging in x plus h everywhere we have an x that we kind of forget the 4 exists. So just be really careful not to lose it. So if we do our FOIL or distribution, however you want to think about it, x times x is x squared. And then we have an x plus h, or sorry, an x times h. We have an h times x, and we have an h squared. And we know that x times h and h times x is the same thing, so we really have 3 times x squared plus 2 hx's plus an h squared. And then we have our minus 4. So if we were to simplify, we end up with 3x squared plus 6hx plus 3h squared and minus 4. And now when we want to find our difference quotient and put it all together, we can do that. Because our difference quotient says, let's find, well, we just had our f of x plus h, right? And then minus f of x all over h. So let's see what that looks like. Well, we know that our f of x plus h is 3x squared plus 6hx plus 3h squared and minus 4. Well, when we subtract off f of x, we have to subtract off the entire function. So we're subtracting off the 3x squared and the minus 4. So we really have to put it in parentheses here. Then we'll divide everything by h. So if we simplify a little further, we have 3x squared plus 6hx plus 3h squared minus 4, and then minus 3x squared and plus 4 all over h. And now something really cool happens because the 3x squareds cancel out and the 4's cancel out. And now we just have a 6hx plus 3h squared all divided by h. And we can factor out of the numerator an h. And we're left with 6x plus 3h, and it's all divided by h. And again, we can cancel out those h's, and we're just going to be left with 6x plus 3h is our difference quotient. And that's where we will leave it.